Hi, my name is Phil Anderson. I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. I'd like to weigh in on the issue tonight of bathrooms, specifically transgender people using which bathroom. To paraphrase the issue, I know it's more complicated than that. Let me first start off by saying that many of you know or may know that I've been in the taxi business now for 25 years. I started off as a cab driver for Badger Cab back in 1991. And for anybody who's driven for a living and been on the road for 8, 10, 12 hours a day around the city, you get to know the public bathrooms pretty well in terms of which ones are cleaner, which ones are more private, which ones aren't, what's the situation in any given bathroom. And I know that anybody who drives for a living knows which businesses have which bathrooms and makes their decisions about when to take a break and where, somewhat based on that, because that's obviously an essential bodily function. So I think what will happen in regards to the issue of people using bathrooms, depending on their genetic gender, for lack of a better way of putting it, or their chosen gender or whatever. Forgive me for not putting this exactly correctly. Whichever one they feel most comfortable or which one they've chosen or has been chosen for them, whatever. Is that people will find out which businesses have what kind of bathrooms and use them accordingly. And I think that's fine because much like the issue, at least in Madison, with smoking, where the government took over the issue and kind of wrecked it for people, the free market acts very, very well in situations like this because obviously there are people that want to have a certain level of privacy in a bathroom, and businesses can easily supply that based on how they, basically what sign they put on the door. And so many businesses now, including Target, every single Target, I believe, have family bathrooms that are for people that want to not share a bathroom with other people. So it's really kind of a non-issue in a way. I think it's been blown up on either side of the debate because of the sensitivity, the moral sensitivity of either for or against people that are transgendered or whatever. So there's a lot of inflated propaganda for and against, and accusations made and characterizations made. But the fact is that the bathrooms in almost every public building, including private businesses, which are considered public bathrooms, are a lot more private than like the row of porta potties at a state fair or a county fair or the Renaissance Fair or a concert or whatever. Really the issue is the stall, right? If there's a bathroom supplied by a business and you can go in fully clothed and go inside a stall and take care of your business without being watched by somebody, that should be enough, I would think. Not only that, but if the issue is worrying about people watching, people of the same gender watch each other inappropriately. It's not just about what gender you feel like you are or you've been assigned or you feel like you were born or whatever. It's about how people of all of these categories behave around other people. And the people that are identified as transitioning or transgendered or whatever, it's a very, very small percentage. What people should worry about more is what goes on in bathrooms like right now. Before any sort of law has been passed, the traditional arrangement of a men's room and a ladies' room or whatever, a lot of stupid stuff happens in there. Men looking at men, women looking at women, people trying to put cameras in places, whatever. It's really a non-issue. First of all, obviously, as my first point was, let the free market decide. But second of all, it's not really an issue. Just go in there, wash your hands, use the stall, wash your hands again, whatever. And assume that if you're somebody that cares about, really is worried about privacy, that you can have your privacy inside a stall or inside a family bathroom. And that should suffice, I would think. It's really not that big a deal. This issue is just an opportunity for people to show off, sadly, their prejudices, either against certain categories, gender categories, whatever, or for them in a way that belittles people who they think are against. It's identity politics being practiced. And it was a very easy thing to sort of plant in people's minds and to fight over. But really, it's not that big of an issue. People that identify as whatever gender are protected by the Constitution. The bathrooms are already set up in a way where almost in any situation you can have privacy. And certainly if you take children to the bathroom, there's ways to do that as well. Family bathrooms, whatever, you can do that. And you can choose which businesses you go to based on what bathrooms they have. So everyone should just shut up about it. That's my opinion. Let businesses decide, their customers will decide for them, and people have privacy, will have the privacy that they want and deserve. That's what I'll stand for as your senator. Looking through all the identity politics and bullcrap that politicians and special interest groups try to play, just look for common sense solutions based on the experiences that we all already have. And if we just look around us, we'll see how bathrooms are, how people are, and be able to work it out without having the government involved or courts involved or special interest groups or whatever involved. All that's unnecessary. This is just about human beings getting along and respecting each other's space. And actually, I think, for the most part, it works pretty well right now. Thanks, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.